Welcome to UFCU Stadium in San Marcos, Texas, home to the Texas State Bobcats. And the Bobcats will put toe to leather and will get started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Kansas State Wildcats offense is on the field for the first time today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll go to the counter. Oh, he's got some space. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Let's take a wide view for a second of Kansas State. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a
rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And that's exactly what this defense wanted to do coming into this game. They wanted to set up 3rd down so that they could let their pass rush take over. They feel they've got a shot to be really successful if they can force the opponent to live in 3rd and obvious passing situations. And that time, on the first 3rd down of the game, they take advantage and get the sack.
Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. So Texas State's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Might as well stick with him. Lowers those pads. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
The Bobcats trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Using the quick game. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Bobcats. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time.
And in that goal line situation, awesome job by the tight end, winning his one-on-one battle, making an easy target for his QB.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Kansas City, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Rides the back on the option, the give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. End off from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man to the left. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Quarterbacks are just like anybody else. They get in rhythms. And to get in a rhythm early on 3rd down and have a little success here and get the sticks moving, great chance to continue to get this offense moving down the field to get some more points.
Here we go.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it out fast.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
And the Wildcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They go to the ground. Turning it on. Oh, the ball squirts out. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. 1st down from the 42. That's caught. It's Tuggle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. Smith dropping to pass. Pucks it out of the air. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option route.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Leaves it with the running back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give is to Williams. Makes a man miss. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Trying to move them on the counter. There he goes. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And I love these offensive coaches going right back to your guy. I believe in you. Just because you fumbled doesn't mean I'm not going to give you the football.
Yeah, he's repaying the favor right now to this coaching staff as well. And doesn't it just seem like he's running with a little bit more juice? He looks like he's ticked off.
Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
The give to the tailback. Shows him the stiff arm. He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. They're working that left side. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. And the Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. Never a doubt. Now the lead is down to 11. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've got a first down here to open the period. Off play action on 1st down. Moving away from pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB, scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Smith wants to throw. Got the quick pass. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He uncorks a bullet to the right. And he makes the catch inside the 25.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. To the air on first down. Quickly complete. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. To the ground with the back. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Bobcats. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Here's a heat. Had to throw it before he wanted. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And listen, there's nothing wrong with play action for this offense, but, man, you got to protect. You got to sell that run. And if the quarterback's going to do that, he needs his guys up front to give him a little bit more time to maybe take those shots down the field and make some big plays for this offense.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Yeah, and I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that first down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Turns it loose. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down brings us to 4th. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Smith dropping to pass. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
That's caught. It's Tuggle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
You know, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
And the Bobcats come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. It's complete to the left. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Quick completion on the out route. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Here's the handoff. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas State.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it.
Kansas State, 3.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Catch in the middle, it's Williams. The Wildcats racing to the line in a hurry up. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Takes a hit as he fires.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Kansas State will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Makes the grab on the left. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now, and they may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Smith wants to throw. He's got him. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
He's got it on the run. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. He is dealing on this drive, completed all 5 throws, and now they have 1st and goal.
Yeah, and who needs balance when you got a guy like this? You trust him, getting the ball back in the pocket. The ball's coming out, spreading it around the field. Nice decision-making. This drive has been surgical for this QB.
Really nice job of awareness on 1st down that time by the defender. He sees it throw, he's able to knock it down for the incompletion.
Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Wildcats will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the 2nd half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Smith dropping to pass. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Tuggle. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. The Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw it. He fires one deep over the middle. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bobcats.
Loving what I'm seeing from this offense this week. And talking to them, they felt like last week's win was a lot closer than what it should have been. They didn't play to their full potential, but they did that here in this game. When they're hitting on all cylinders, they are scary.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. San Diego State is putting on an offensive clinic. They built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up 14 over Nebraska. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They'll leave it with him. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking deep down the right side. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. Sometimes you're just too open.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Smith wants to throw. Got his man. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Flips it out in the flat. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Reads it, fires complete. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
And the Bobcats have pushed it inside the 20. He'll pull it on the read. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Working that left side now. Touchdown, Texas State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
I think that pass play was simply designed just to get him the football in space and let him do the rest. Obviously, they're not throwing that into the end zone, but they feel like they've got guys, especially at the running back position, that if you just give them an opportunity, they can make people miss and score like he did right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got nothing on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, the running back has it. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. They're working that left side. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quick release on the RPO. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. This Kansas State offense is moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He'll pull it down and run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, and he gets the ball back. Lucky to do so. Guess it could have been worse. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the first down. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
3rd down coming up.
We've come to the break, and Texas State has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we reach the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Smith dropping to pass. He's going to let it go. Makes the catch down the right side. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Kansas State 3.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give from the gun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Kansas State will have to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Wants to return it. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Might as well give it to him again. Got the first down and more. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Smith wants to throw. The screen, he can go. At the 20, he's got space. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, you know, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Williams. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Gives it on the option. Oh, he's got a chance. Turning it on. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
Caught in the backfield. It's Booth. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a nice game.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on 1st down.
Give to the back. Oh, he dropped it. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Offensive players, when they got the ball, man, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Smith dropping to pass. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. And the tackle was made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
Offenses nowadays know one speed. Be aggressive. Go after it. Even if you got a lead, you see a lot of offenses do this and take shots and keep making big plays down the field. I like it. Keep it up.
Trying to escape and get it himself. At the 35, he's got room. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO, because everybody was covered. He just takes off, and he shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back.
Oh, he's got some space. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. The Bobcats, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he gets nothing, and this defense is not giving an inch right on the goal line. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree. Ball is at the 3-yard line. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone, but they'll need to move forward here on 4th and short. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
I got to say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive.
There he goes! And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy second down situations with some positive runs on first down. They just need something to get.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. Discards him with the stiff arm. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. From the gun, running back gets to give. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you